All right, so with this objective here, it's stating that we are to summarize secure application development and deployment concepts. We're looking at this topic called Software Development Lifecycle, or SDLC, and it's going to be referred to as a model. And we have different models that would fall in here. We're looking at these two popular ones. Application and software development is and has a life cycle within an organization. That's to include initial planning stage before it's ever even deployed, up to the point which is no longer utilized. The SDLC is the practice of designing and deploying software across this life cycle. So when an organization develops software or applications, multiple people usually work on a single project, even if they're not the programmers. So in order to facilitate the collaborative development environment, a development team will likely adopt a specific model to follow. And that's where we're looking at these two here called waterfall and agile. So the first one here, waterfall model, it's the SDO phases where they flow so that each phase will actually start only when all tasks are identified from a previous phase. And it's going to do that once they are completed. The phases I'm referring to are labeled or called initiation, design, implementation, or development, testing, and maintenance. Now, these phases are performed in order and do not overlap. This is usually referred to as the best model that's suited for projects where time isn't a big restraint. Because each phase cannot continue without a successful completion of a previous phase, this method ensures that any issues found early on are much easier and cheaper to fix. So it's much more traditional than our agile model we're looking at here. So the agile model focuses on adaptive measures in various phases, such as a requirement so that the development teams can more easily collaborate and respond to those changes. It breaks up the task incrementally too, so there's no long-term planning but only short iterations that developers can more easily alter to fit their changing needs. It's particularly useful in complex, unstable projects whose requirements and design are really not normally easy to predict. But however, the agile model's focus is more along the lines of rapid development, and sometimes that can undermine security. For example, developers may release a new code every week, and introducing new code that's untested at this rate could make it difficult to keep up with those vulnerabilities and threat vectors. And security could basically be an afterthought at that point. But it's usually fast delivery and going to give a constant user feedback, and it's best suited for environments like we're seeing here, online or cloud distribution areas.